Hi, I'm Lisa. Let's learn 13 useful phrasal verbs and idiomatic expressions containing the word talk. These are expressions you will hear regularly when you listen to native speakers. And if you use these expressions, you will sound more fluent when you're speaking English. Before I teach you the phrasal verbs and expressions containing the word talk, let's make sure you can pronounce talk correctly. You probably know that the L is silent in the word talk. But let's make sure you can pronounce the vowel sound correctly. In American English, it's ah, talk. In British English, that vowel sound is different. The mouth is more closed. It sounds more like this, oh. But in American English, it's much bigger, talk. Other words that contain that sound would be walk, or awful, or tall, call, exhausted. All of those words contain that vowel sound. All right, let's get started. The first phrasal verb is to talk into. To talk someone into doing something. That is a separable phrasal verb because we can put the pronoun or the noun between the two words. He talked me into it. To talk someone into something means to convince them to do something, to persuade them by telling them why they should do it, the good reasons for doing something. Let's use it in a sentence. Repeat after me. The real estate agent talked us into buying the more expensive house. You say it. I used it in past tense. Talked us into. Let's connect that. Talked us. Talked us. Repeat after me. Talked us into. Let's say the sentence again. The real estate agent talked us into buying the more expensive house. Here's another way to use it. Stop trying. You won't be able to talk me into it. The next expression is the exact opposite of talk into, and that's to talk out of. To talk someone out of doing something. And that means to convince someone not to do something. You tell them all the reasons why they shouldn't do it. To tell them the negative points of doing something. Listen to my sentence and repeat after me. He wanted to jump off the cliff, but his friends talked him out of it. Let's connect talked him out of it, and let's say it as one unit. Talked him out of it. Let's say the sentence one more time. He wanted to jump off the cliff, but his friends talked him out of it. Repeat after me. She's in love with him, so no one will be able to talk her out of marrying him. The next expression is to talk down to someone, and that means to speak to someone in a condescending way. And if you are condescending, you think you are more intelligent or more important than the other person. So when you speak with them, you intentionally try to make them feel that they are less than you are, that they are not as important as you or as intelligent as you, to talk down to them. Let's use it in a sentence. He thinks he's more intelligent, so he always talks down to me. He thinks he's more intelligent, so he always talks down to me. The employees don't like their boss because he always talks down to them. The next phrasal verb is to talk over someone. And this one is inseparable. That means you cannot put a word between talk and over. You have to put the pronoun or the noun afterwards. Talk over him, talk over me. And that means to talk even though the other person is still talking. They're not finished talking, but you interrupt and you talk over them. So two people are speaking at the same time, and it's considered impolite to do that. Repeat after me. Please stop talking over me and let me finish my sentences. I'd like to make a comment about the pronunciation of the word sentences. Listen to the way I said it, sentences. Another way to say it is to say sentences, sentences. Pronouncing it that way sounds a little bit more careful, and sometimes it doesn't sound so natural. So often I say sentences, but occasionally I will also say sentences. It depends on how slowly I'm speaking. You will notice that it's more common for Americans to say sentences. The next phrasal verb is to talk it over. Talk it over. And this one is a separable phrasal verb. And to talk something over is to discuss a problem or a situation, to get other people's opinion or advice. Repeat after me. Before I give you my answer, I'd like to talk it over with my wife. The next expression is small talk. Small talk. And small talk is casual talk. It's a light and informal conversation. Chit-chat. Small talk is often done when you meet someone for the first time, for example, at a party, or maybe when you go for a job interview. Before they start asking you the questions, you engage in small talk. Repeat after me. They engaged in small talk before starting the job interview. And let's connect engaged in. Engaged in. Let's say that sentence again. They engaged in small talk before starting the job interview. He's very shy and he's not good at small talk. He's very shy and he's not good at small talk. The next expression is to talk back to someone. And that means to reply rudely or to answer disrespectfully. This expression is often used when we talk to children and we tell them not to talk back. Repeat after me. When I was a child, I wasn't allowed to talk back to my parents. The next expression is to be all talk. You can say he's all talk or she's all talk. Sometimes people say all talk and no action. When someone says they will do something but they don't do it, they are all talk. She doesn't keep her promises. She's all talk. Don't listen to him. He's all talk. The next expression is kind of similar to the last one. Talk is cheap. And that means it's easy to say that you will do something. What you say doesn't matter. Actions speak louder than words. He said he would finish the job by Friday. Don't listen to him. Talk is cheap. The next expression is smooth talker. Smooth talker. Or you can use it as an adjective. You can say a smooth talking person. And that's a person who knows exactly what to say. They know the right thing to say to deceive someone. This type of person is a manipulator. They say nice things, but you shouldn't trust them because they're a smooth talker. Guard your heart from that smooth talker. Protect yourself from him. Don't trust him. He's a smooth talker. A very similar expression is to sweet talk someone, and the person is called a sweet talker. They say sweet words. They say exactly what you want to hear. And often this is used in a romantic situation. He tells the girls what they want to hear. He's a sweet talker. Here is another sentence with sweet talker, but this one also has the phrasal verb that you just learned, to talk someone into doing something. Repeat after me. The sweet talker talked her into going out with him. Or you can say, don't try to sweet talk me, it won't work. The next expression is to talk someone's ear off. When someone talks so much that you become exhausted or you become bored, they talked your ear off. She loves to talk. Last time we met, she talked my ear off. Don't ask him about politics. He'll talk your ear off. He won't stop talking. The next expression is to be talked out or to be all talked out. To be exhausted from talking too long or too much. I'm all talked out. I can't talk anymore. After giving the long lecture today, he's all talked out. After giving the long lecture today, he's all talked out. We've been on the phone for over 2 hours. I'm all talked out. How many of these expressions did you already know? I recommend that you use the new expressions in your own sentences. Try to make your own sentences by speaking out loud. That's the best way to remember them. And then use them in conversations when you're speaking English with people. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure that you do so and click on the notification bell so that you find out when I release my next video. Thanks for watching and keep practicing your English.